I didn't come this far to only come this far. By far, one of my favorite motivational videos. And the reason for that is there are no need to believe. Or there are very few things you need to believe in order to believe that that's true. And it's a very good reason to keep going. So often you'll find, there's lion mentality, shark mentality, and you have to believe certain things about yourself in order to be able to receive value from those types of phrases and thought processes and champion mentality and this and that. Um, all you have to believe is that you've come this far. You've given as much as you've given. You've done as much as you've done. You've come this far, and you didn't come this far with the intention to only come halfway through. Your intention was to get all the way to the end. And turning back now doesn't refund the price that you've paid thus far. And you've paid so much, and you've paid heavily, you've paid dearly. So keep going. It's such a simple basic concept that it really beautifully reframes where you're at right now. So you may be in a season of struggle, and for you it feels like I'm in such a season of struggle right now, this is not what I signed up for, and therefore I should stop. But another way to look at it is I'm in such a season of struggle right now, this is not what I signed up for, I'm not going to stop until I get what I signed up for. Very, very interesting. So there's a couple of things I want to go through, including reasons not to give up, reasons not to give in, reasons to sort of keep going, that are not based in those need to believes, but are based purely on what has occurred, what has happened that has gotten you up until this point, and what needs to keep happening in order to get you to where you want to go without you having to believe any additional super motivational fluff stuff besides what is observably true about your circumstance. Okay? Not guaranteeing that it's going to help you keep going, but I guarantee you that it helps me. So here are a couple of things. And obviously, the most obvious one is that you have gotten this far, um, and you're still moving. You're still moving. It may be month to month. It may be paycheck to paycheck. It may be opportunity to opportunity, one conversation to another conversation. Like you're moving stagnantly and slowly, and it doesn't feel like it's happening at the pace that you would want it to, or the pace that it's happening at makes you believe that you can't really do it at a large scale. But here's the thing: you're moving, you're going. Like sometimes success is survival. Sometimes survival is success. Sometimes the fact that you can keep going and you can keep doing it, and the lights are staying on, and you can still do everything that you do effectively. Sometimes that's the victory within itself. Sometimes the victory is not this massive external thing, this big pop that you can publicly gloat about, but sometimes the victory is silently knowing that, oh, I can go again. I have the opportunity to try again. I can approach those same people and make a different, more compelling offer. I can go home, lick my wounds, learn, grow, come back. And eventually those are the success habits that get you to where you want to go. And all of it stems from all I need to do is survive. All I need to do is live. If I can live, I can win. Um, if I can breathe, I can think. If I can think, I can win. I've seen a clip from I think it was a movie where that was a line, and I love that because again, super simplistic. You don't need to believe you are a champion of anything. You're the best at anything. If I can breathe, I can think. If I can think, I can win. Love, love, love those super simplistic things that are keys to just taking the next step, because that's ultimately all you can do, and all you are required to do is take the next step. And so if you were in a great mood, had all the resources, everything was great, life was good, all you would be able to do is take the next step. If you are in the worst mood ever, things are not going your way, you're down to your lost anything and everything, and the world seems to be against you, all you have to do is take the next step. If I can think, I can breathe. If I can breathe, I can win. And so, in that way, I believe taking into consideration that stopping now would be a waste of pain as well. like, get a reward for your pain. You're already in pain. You're already suffering, and so you may as well stick it through enough to see what the other side of it is like. Because pain is temporary. It may last a day, a week, a month, even a year, or a few years. But eventually something will take its place. If you quit, however, it will last forever. You know, if you quit, then that pain was for nothing, the suffering's for nothing, the years, the money, the like everything that you have sacrificed and sunk into this thing, everything you have laid down at the altar of success, set alight to the success gods. All of that would have been for nothing if you don't see it through. And the best thing that has helped me as a frame as well is that ultimately the thing that I'm building towards is not a certain outcome. Ultimately, the thing that I'm building towards is the version of me that has achieved whatever it is I'm setting out to achieve. The version of me that has won, the version of me that comes out on the other side of this and feels that I am the kind of person who can achieve this thing. That's what I'm working towards. And so when you look at things from that perspective, anytime you run into hardships, you kind of get a little bit excited because you know that this when you figure out how to get through this, you're going to be so much like more experienced, so much more resilient. You will know so much more about how to get out of sticky situations. You know, every problem becomes an opportunity because ultimately it was never about that one deal. It was never about that one anything. It's about the continued constant forward momentum, you know, constant seeking of improvement. That's what makes life great, and that's what makes it filled life. And so don't waste the pain. um, Continue to take more pain because eventually it will be replaced by victory. um, the reputation you've built, man, the sleepless nights, the relationships, walking away now doesn't erase the pain. It doesn't erase the pain. It only wastes what the pain taught you. Takeaway three is to keep swinging because success rarely arrives at once. I touched on this a bit earlier as well. That so long as you can chip away, even if it's one chip at a time, so long as you can chip away and enhance the the damage you're doing on the structure, then eventually, there will be enough pressure behind the dam that when combined with your crack and how deep you've gone, the pressure will give. It will tell. And when the floodgates open, my friend, you won't even know what to do with all the things that will be coming your way when the floodgates open. But in order for us to get to that stage, we first need to be in a stage where we're almost ridiculously, relentlessly, unstoppably continuing to chip away. Because that's what ultimately will allow the pressure to break through. You know, the victories are on the other side. Um, the like everything you want is on the other side of taking a little bit of pain and doing a little bit of work. And so you have to keep chipping to in order to allow those victories that are there for you to be unlocked and to come your way. Another brick, another rep, another conversation, another attempt, because you don't know which swing cracks the wall. You just know that it will never be the swing you never take. Meaning, if you do stop now, you guarantee one thing, and that's that you'll never achieve it. But if you continue to do without seeing the results of your doing, it's those things that have a tendency to lead to success. It really, really is. And again, these things that we're touching on are you don't need to believe anything about yourself. You don't have to believe that you're super this or amazing at that or gifted this or the best. But This is just a fact of life, is that if you don't take the swing, then you're definitely never going to see it. You'll never see it. If you do, you may. Something I'm going to circle back to at the end of the video, but I want to touch on now, and in case, I get lost in it, is all of us will die. All of us will die. No one makes it out alive. We all die. There's a select few who pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and try. And so in that, we understand that all of us will die, but there is a select few who get the privilege to die trying. Yes, you will succeed along the way. You'll have some massive wins, and you'll get to the top of the mountain, and you'll continue to find a bigger mountain. You'll continue trying to be better, trying to improve in some way, shape, or form, or trying to, if, say you're trying to be the best son, you try to be the best partner, you try to be the best husband, you try to be the best father, you try to be the best grandfather, the best great grand, constantly seeking improvement, constantly pushing yourself to be better. Man, how can I, okay, now that I am trying my best to live, okay, now I'm trying my best to build, I'm trying my best to maintain, I'm trying my best to pass on these nuggets of wisdom and these lessons that I've accrued across this life. And the more of those you accrue, the better you can be at that tail end. And so ultimately, again, all of us will leave. No one makes it out alive, regardless of what you do. But I want to be a part of the very few people who get the privilege to die trying, to improve not just within themselves, but to improve the world around them. I believe that is a noble reason to live and to keep going. And so your only job is to keep moving, keep learning, keep serving, keep building, because every single day that you chip away, you're one step closer to your goal, and you become harder to stop. Because again, you didn't come that far to only get that far. And so it's this incredible virtuous cycle where the more you do, the more you know you can do, and therefore the less reasons you have to stop. Because you've seen dark days, you've seen incredibly bright days, and you understand that at some point that this too shall pass. And so the only way to get to the other side is to keep going. You realize that as long as you're healthy, the people you love are healthy, and you're blessed in that way, um, that the sun comes up the next day. You lose the deal, sucks. The sun comes up the next day. You win the deal, incredible. The sun comes up the next day, and so you're gonna have to get up, and you're gonna have to go again. You're gonna have to do it again if you want to achieve that. If you want to do that, if you want to be the type of person who, um, those are the things that become necessary, that become almost prerequisites to success, is giving consistently. And so a couple of main things is you don't need faith in the destination when you have evidence of the distance you've already traveled. Your past effort is one of your strongest arguments for your future persistence. The most valuable thing you gain from the journey are stories. And the number one person you get to tell your incredible stories to is yourself. The number one beneficiary of you consistently sticking to and doing what you say you're going to do and being that type of person is you. And so the more you do, the more you prove to yourself you can do. Your past perseverance is the number one most telltale indicator of your future persistence. And quitting doesn't refund the price that you've already paid. And so know that if you're in a hard season right now, if things feel slow, and sometimes it doesn't seem like it's happening, remember that not because it's motivational, but because it's true. that you've already survived too much to stop now. You've already given too much to stop now. You've sacrificed too much to stop now. Greatness is within you and you have what it takes. And even if you don't believe that about yourself, know this, that in the beginning, you'd promised yourself a destination. You'd promised that you'd see it through. And therefore, you didn't come this far to only come this far. Keep going. If you are a marketer in a marketing related discipline in Port Elizabeth, or if you're someone who seeks work in an incredible and robust company, Legacy Africa, link will be in the description down below, even if it's not, because it probably won't be, because there's some technical difficulties. But we didn't come this far, it only come this far. And you can get in the comment section, hit me up on any of my social medias. Oh, I'm Sage Oyi on absolutely every platform, or Oh, I'm Oyi on LinkedIn, for example. If you did in fact enjoy the video, if you're not looking for work, then please do hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I have been Sage, standing on business. Signing out.